Hi everyone, Ben here, and this week I've experienced something remarkable. For the first time since joining iRacing over 4 years ago, I've seen my iRating skyrocket by over 10% in just 6 15-minute sprint races. In 90 minutes of on-track racing, I've taken my Formula I rating from 2,250 to 2,520, by miles the highest it's ever been. Have I suddenly become super talented? Have I cheated the system? Have I deployed some grip hacks? Well, the answer to each of those questions is no, so here's how I've actually done it and how you can too. First things first, to give your iRating a big boost in a single week, you need to focus on the right racing combo. I've been racing the IndyCar Fixed Series at Laguna Seca. This is important because you want a series where you feel quite comfortable in the car and on the circuit, and where there are enough drivers to go official in reasonably sized grids, but not split into too many separate races. In my experience this week, the IndyCar has either been a single split or a 2-split session in the evening UK time. That means there's a wide range of abilities on the grid, making for races that are a bit more likely to space out over time, while providing plenty of opportunities to score good finishes if you've got decent enough pace on track. Once you've picked your combo, you also have to have a good understanding of the car and track in race trim, and get your ultimate pace up to somewhere near the front of the non-alien pack. Getting used to race trim matters because to run as consistently as you need to in order to build iRating gains, you need to have a sense of how the racing will evolve through the session. In the IndyCar, that means adapting to tyre performance that will drop off if you abuse them in the race, and managing the boost button deployment. Where to deploy that boost and how to manage tyre life and adjust braking and turning points as it reduces is key to maximising your finish in this series. Upping my ultimate pace was also key though. Doing so gave me the best chance of qualifying just behind the super quick 4K plus drivers on track, hopefully avoiding any nonsense in the lower end of the grid. On average this week I've tended to qualify in the top 5, a lot higher than my usual mid-pack starts, and it's made a big difference. And my generally good pace has also allowed me to leave a margin during race sessions, lapping at a quick enough pace to fight in the top 5, but not unnecessarily risking disaster by pushing too hard. Finally, and maybe most importantly, racecraft is king to securing the finishes you need to increase your iRating. On the one hand, that means doing your best to anticipate what other drivers around you are doing. I haven't just been tootling around this week, I've been racing hard. I've gone too wide through the corkscrew on multiple occasions, and I've attempted passes through the left-hand kink at the bottom of the Rahal Straight, both moments of maximum danger. At times I've successfully attacked and defended, and at others I've lost out, but I've always prioritised trying to understand where the other driver is on track and leaving some margin for error for both of us. But it's also true that good racecraft means not getting involved in silly and unnecessary battles, such as here with Kuto, a much quicker and more highly rated driver who didn't qualify for this race and was coming through the field. There was literally 0 point in me losing time defending to him when he was a full second a lap quicker, and in the end, ceding this position probably cost me 5 to 10 iRating at most, where crashing out would have cost me a whole lot more. And finally, it's crucial to not get flustered when things go wrong. I am not an elite level sim racer, I'm going to make mistakes. The thing that will determine my race is how big those mistakes are and how I'm able to respond to them. And of course, this is online racing, so random things will also get thrown your way. Take this session where I'm racing to a podium in the latter stages of the race. Unfortunately for me, a backmarker is just allowed P2 through, but gets back on the racing line despite being painfully slow. I get checked up completely to the point where I lose my P3, but I still gained 39 iRating from this session because I didn't overreact. I didn't get flustered, overdrive, and seek to win that position back at all costs. Nor did I see red because of the poor driving of someone else. I tried to move on from the incident immediately, focused on keeping the car on track and getting to the finish line. Now it remains to be seen whether being up at this iRating is sustainable for me in this series, let alone outside of it. I'll be bringing future races to the channel, so it's worth being subscribed if you want to find out. And in the meantime, check out the awesome race that's on screen now.